districts and smart grid applications, and also like data marketplace applications. So for example, when you think about this data transfer notion and securing data, imagine we have all these sensors out there, but today they are all siloed. Yeah? So one piece of work that IOTA has done is to create a proof of concept of a data marketplace where you can sell data on such a marketplace and get compensated for these data streams.
Can I ask you just a question about that?
Yeah.
You talked about the modified weighting before. Is it possible that the data output from those data markets would then automatically be an element for modifying your weighting? Because you're essentially getting information from the market.
That could be. And one of the things that the network really relies on in that sense is the fact that each node has their own preferences, and the fact that you have to have omniscience, omnipresence as an attacker in the network to know everyone's preferences and to be able to react accordingly.
So what does this do, right? We envision really a machine-to-machine economy, right? Where these different machines become their own economic agents. They can establish trust, share transactions, share data, and basically, act on behalf of the human agents. I think this is the foundation also for what I call the true sharing economy, right? We talk a lot about the sharing economy, but we end up with is basically a data asymmetry where one central platform player is basically exploiting both sides of the equation, right? Because only one party has access to all the information. I think with something like IOTA, we can establish a true sharing economy and really leverage and utilize underutilized assets in a true sharing economy. And then, of course, I think it also enables this human-centric innovation. I think data is the new oil, and we need to make sure that we all have control over this data. So I wanted to share with you one aspect here of a project that's happening in Taiwan. So, for example, the city of Taipei is working on this smart citizen ID based on the IOTA Tangle. So this is a GDPR-compliant citizen identification mechanism where citizens can not only access government services but also interact with their smart homes and so on in a way that where they own and control data and decide what happens with that data. As I said in the beginning, the IOTA Foundation is a foundation that really drives the development of the protocol and the standardization of the protocol, right? So that's the real goal. And if you are a foundation in Germany, there are very strict rules and regulations in terms of how sustainable your operations are and all of those kind of things. So that's why the IOTA Foundation, even though the founders really come from all over the place, chose to actually establish this foundation in Germany. One reason for doing it in Germany is also because when you think about industrial IoT kind of applications, a lot of automotive machines and so on are created over there. Yeah? So IOTA is working very closely with different companies like Bosch, Fujitsu, cities, universities, and so on. Several different automotive companies also that are not in the public domain. But now one critical aspect, of course, is standardization, yeah, to really make such a protocol a global standard. That's why we are here today. Thank you very much, and I'm sure Paul and I will be happy to explain anything on the IOTA Tangle. If you didn't even half get it, that's really the nature of the tangle because it's bloody complicated.